Hello and welcome to Microsoft Hates Greg. My name is Greg Deckler, and today we're going to be talking about stealing elections. Right? No, I'm not getting political. I realize there are some people in this country that believe that we have a long history in the United States of stolen elections, but I am not one of those people. So, what we're going to be talking about today is, in particular, this entry right here, and the events that just transpired today. So basically, I actually happened to be on this page checking and noticed this happen like in real time. So this thing goes from like 41 votes, right, to 68 votes in literally like an hour, right? Um, and so am I calling it out as cheating? It's very circumspect, I guess you could say, and I'll show you why. Right? There's a number of reasons about this. Now, first of all, we have to take a look at this entry. And not that my entry is the world's greatest artwork or anything, but this is pretty obviously AI generated, right? And then somebody slapped a Windows, blue screen over top of this, right? Because you got all these wavy lines and all this is straight. And this is pretty clearly AI generated artwork. That then somebody decided to go ahead and paste a couple, put in some text in and all of that stuff because I mean this mouse isn't even connected. This wire here is what is that? Why is there a calculator pad, next to a computer that looks like it's from the 1940s, right? And I think this is more closely related to an oscilloscope, I'm pretty sure, than an actual computer. And then, you got a flask here, like that's flaming, that's also been kind of morphed and into this calculator flask flaming hybrid thing. Anyway, all right. Now, so there's that, right? But also, like, what does this have to do with fabric, right? This is a fabric community sticker challenge, design challenge, right? This was CrowdStrike, right? CrowdStrike and Windows servers has nothing to do with Microsoft Fabric whatsoever. All right, so then you have just the number of comments that are on here. And if you notice back here, 9 comments. Like most of these things get 0 comments. I have 4, right, versus 2. And this thing has 9 comments, but they're all like, hey, and fire, and they're all these little icons and stuff, which is generally, well, it's generally spam postings, right? No, there's no anyway. But here's the killer, right? All right, so if you actually go and look at who voted for this post, and this is what I could see happening in real time, right? 54 minutes, 56 minutes, 58 minutes. Every 2 to 3 minutes, some new generic account was appearing on here and voting for this thing, and it's literally the only thing they did, right? It's they literally, if you looked at this thing like 58 minutes ago, right? If you click on this person, you can actually see like, okay, the date registered was 3 hours ago, but this page has been up for a while. So they literally registered, yeah, 3 hours ago. There you go. They literally registered and then went and voted, and that's literally their entire activity on the site. So I mean, somebody's using a bot. A bot. Why? Out of all things, why would you bot something that's just this so frivolous as a sticker challenge? I mean, do you really care that much that this AI generated image, clearly AI generated, has nothing to do with fabric, actually gets the top spot in this? And there's pages of this stuff, right? So, you see all the new members, and there's a legitimate one. This is a legitimate one. But these things seem to happen in batches, and they're always, brand new, generic accounts. They like, okay, so there's one, two, everybody else is a new member. New member. You go over here to page 3. There's a legitimate vote. Everything else is a new member, right? And then page 4, and everybody is a new member. Now, compare and contrast this, especially in like all these new members that are, happen to be serially registering, one after the other every 3 minutes, which is about the time it takes you to create a new entry and then you know, a new account on this site. But compare that to like, can you export it to Excel, right? And then, you have some actual like comments here, 2 of them, right? And then who voted for this, right? So you have advocate 2, super user, advocate 1, super user, regular visitor, resolver, advocate 1. Oh, there's a new member, regular visitor, frequent visitor, new member, MVP, Microsoft employee. Like this is what a legitimate entry looks like, right? In terms of voting. And of course, you are going to have some new members, right? People that your friends and family and your coworkers that are going to go out there and vote for the thing. But or like in my case, like I do LinkedIn posts, right? My LinkedIn posts, there are people that are going to arrive at to vote for my sticker that have never been on the community site before because they follow me on LinkedIn or something like. So you're obviously going to have some of that sort of stuff, but it's not going to happen all within 1 hour and just a new account every 3 minutes. Voting for this thing. That's not how a legitimate entry works. That is called spam. That is called botting. Okay, that is what it is. So yeah, so you can look at that, and it's just I don't know. And so Mar Marlizana, I mean, it's regardless of whether this is number one or not. It's that this should not be above this sticker. It's totally bogus. It shouldn't be above any of these other stickers, quite frankly. I think the thing legitimately has received 6 votes. That is what it has received when I went up and counted any of the people that were not new users, and that there were 3 super users, right? And each of their votes counts 2 kudos. So that's what this deserves, in my opinion. And I don't think I mean, I know it's the internet and stuff. It's disappointing, in my opinion, that the community site is the admins they work so hard at this stuff, but it's just disappointing they can't seem to get this site secure whatsoever. We continually run into spam problems and stuff like that, and you can't run a fair event like this. You have some idiot that wants to go out there and bot something. I think it's disappointing. But anyway, go out and vote for my sticker. Stop the steal. We'll never beat, this, anybody that wants to legitimately bot this thing, they can bot this, whatever sticker they want into first place. But we do things fair here. So go out and vote for my sticker. Make a difference. That's all I had for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.